What's up, family? They say your vibe attracts your tribe. I need you to hit like, comment, share, and subscribe on the YouTube side. Just know that we can't do this without you. In the mix at 6. The show doesn't happen without you. So I need you to make sure that you give me some thumbs up. Come on, hit like, comment, share, and subscribe on the YouTube side. Let's go up together.
Family, what's up? What's up? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope you're doing well. Come on. Big energy. Drop some fire emojis in the chat. It's good to see you tonight. It's good to see you. You know how we do it, like we always do at this time. Yeah. Sure, it's truly Dr. Eddie. You are in the mix. And not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but at 6. Yeah, that's what it is. We in the mix at 6. Here it is. I'm committed to empower you to walk in your purpose, empower you to soar each and every single day, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's mix it up tonight. Let's mix it up. Whether you watch me on the digital airwaves of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, we locked in. YouTube, yeah, we making it do what it do. Make sure that you drop your city. Let me know what city you're watching from. Yeah, let me know what city you're watching from. Put on for your city. As you're tuning in tonight, know that your timeline could be someone's lifeline. Yeah, do me a favor. Share this with somebody. Come on, share if you care. Since you're here, I know you care. Need you to make sure that you share with somebody. Let them know that we are locked in. Let them know that we are live. Let them know to slide over to the YouTube side. Yeah, slide to the YouTube side. Electric slide to the YouTube side. And while you're there, hit subscribe, like, comment, share, hit the notification bell. And of course, as you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified of every single thing that drops when it drops. All right. My goal is to help you reach yours. My desire is to inspire. My assignment is to help put you in alignment with your divine assignment. My job is to empower you really to access and identify your identity. Speaking of identity, got to make sure that, listen, if you don't have my latest book called Identity, Keys to Discover Your Uniqueness, Unlock Your Greatness, go get it. Keys to Discover Your Uniqueness, Unlock Your Greatness. Make sure that you go get it. It's one of my 16 books. And yeah, you can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, Audible, ebook, audiobook, hard copy. You can get a signed copy as well, EddieConnor.com. And here's the thing. We're hearing a lot about brand identity today. Hearing a lot about it. But I think we're missing something. The key missing integer when you're talking about brand identity that we can't gloss over is the fact that many people just aren't clear on their identity. Just to have no clarity, no clear perspective on their identity. And so oftentimes, because we're focused so much on brand, that we attach identity to brand, that we don't focus on particular identity within ourselves. Here's what we do. We focus on a product, but not who we are as a person. That's what we focus on. We got to realize this. You'll never sell what you're selling if you're not clear on who you're becoming. Ooh, let me say that twice because it's also nice. You'll never sell what you're selling if you're not clear on who you're becoming. Oh, that's good. You better get the book. Matter of fact, go get all the books. I'm just going to show you a few of them. Woman. Yeah. Wonderfully orchestrating magnanimous achievements naturally. Healing from your wounds, finding wisdom from your wounds. Wife. Wisely inspired, faithfully empowered. My acronym for that: relationship rules, how to win in love, leadership, leveraging your purpose. The mask of masculinity, how men can reclaim their identity, lead in love and vulnerability. Listen, if I went through all my books, we'd have a whole show just off that. Go get it. Go get them. Go get them. Add me to your library. Put me on your playlist. Mm-hmm. Come on. Yeah, yeah. I'm empowering you to walk in your purpose, access your identity. If you're not a member of the Eagles Academy, make sure that you become a member of the Eagles Academy. Go right now. EaglesAcademy.com. That's right. It's where I teach, it's where I coach, it's where I train, it's where I mentor, it's where I empower, it's where I show you how to increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence. That's what it is. Become a member. Become a member of the Eagles Academy. Tap join now when you're there, and we'll be locked in. Can't wait till tomorrow's class. We do it every single Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow's class in the Eagles Academy is going to be amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in a mix of six. Share this with at least 6 people. Tag and tell at least 6 people tonight. Yeah, let them know. Let them know. Tag and tell at least 6 that we in the mix. Are you ready tonight, family? Are you ready tonight? If you're ready, just type, let's go, let's grow. Come on. If you're ready tonight, type, let's go, let's grow. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's grow. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Let's go. Let's grow. Let's go. Let's grow. Let's do it. We fired up. We ready to go. Let's go. Let's grow. Tonight's topic, we're talking about purpose partner. So we're talking tonight. Tonight we're talking about a purpose partner. Can we just show the artwork a little bit, please? Can we just show the artwork? The artwork has a lot of heart work. I was saying the heart even before I saw the heart. The artwork has a lot of heart work. I like it. Can't spell heart without art. Yeah, yeah. Can't do it. Let's talk about a purpose partner tonight. Want to get into it. Want to get into it tonight. Somebody just type purpose partner. Type purpose partner tonight. Type purpose partner. Notice this when you think about that title of purpose partner. Notice this: the word partner is secondary to the first word, which is purpose. And I believe a lot of times, far too often, we gloss over the aspect and the essence of purpose and we just focus on partner. We do. When we think of partner, we just think of companionship. When we think of partner, we just think of the vacations. When we think of partner, we just think of the dating and the courting and the marrying. When we think of partner, we just think about I move from selfies to ussies. But oftentimes we can negate the whole aspect of purpose, which in many cases is a predominant foundation for partnership. For here it is, purposeful partnership. I remember hearing the statement. Statement go a little something like this: job is what you're paid for. Your calling and your purpose is what you're made for. I'll say that twice because those so nice. Job is what you're paid for. Your calling and your purpose is what you're made for. And here's the question: do you know your purpose for being on this planet? Beyond a job, beyond a spouse, beyond a house, beyond children, cars, clothes, and valuable possessions. Do you know your value within? Why is that? Because your value within is that which will propel you to purposeful living. And here's the thing, oftentimes we think that our value derives from who we're connected to. We think our value derives from what we drive. We think our value derives from where we live. We think our value, for sure enough, derives from who we have, who's on our arm or lack thereof. Here's the thing, your value is derived in who you are. I remember, I'm not really a big movie guy, but I remember watching the movie Jerry Maguire. Anybody remember that movie? Anybody remember that movie? Jerry Maguire, played by Tom Cruise. Had Tom Cruise in there, had Cuba Gooding Jr. Well, I hear a lot of people pronounce it Cuba Gooding Jr. I think that's what he said it is. Not Q, Coo. Make it do what it do. Put some respect on his name. I remember those two particular characters, and everybody's always focused on whenever you talk about Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire is about Cuba Gooding Jr., who's playing an athlete. Jerry Maguire is a sports agent. And Cuba Gooding Jr. had a lot of personality. I guess he was, in many cases, the T.O. of the movie. Terrell Owens, Ocho Cinco, Deion Sanders type of style. Very, very flamboyant. I'm going to speak my mind. Going to be flamboyant. And so he's up for a contract, and he's telling his agent, Tom Cruise, a.k.a. Jerry, Jerry, show me the money. Show me the money. that's the line that everybody focuses on in that movie. Show me the money. I love it. But here's a line that many of us miss, that I felt is more significant and more important, especially when we're talking about purpose partner. Jerry's dating a particular young lady in the film. And I don't know if they just went out and then now they're just kicking it, talking amongst themselves. They're expressing feelings one to another. And she says to Jerry, she says to him, I'll never forget it. She says these words, these three words, you complete me. And generally everybody who was probably in the theater went, oh, isn't that so sweet? Mm. Pass me the tears. Who's cutting onions? Other people, oh, what sweet, amazing words. You complete me. But here's the thing. A lot of us focus and we believe, sounds great, but I don't like the philosophy of it. Sounds great. It's not really a good philosophy. Because here's the thing. When you believe that somebody completes you, in many cases, they're the beginning, they're the middle, and in many cases, the end of you. What if the relationship goes awry and askew? The person who you thought made you complete now makes you feel incomplete. My life is incomplete. Come on. Nobody completes you. Here it is. Only God does that. If anything, here's what they should do. They should compliment you. And I'm not talking about compliment. Girl, you know them some bad heels. Look at you. Your hair whipped, dip, fried, dyed, laid to the side. Hair done, nail done, everything did. Are you fancy, huh? Are you fancy, huh? Bruh, you know you G'd up from the feet up. Man, if I was to just shake your hand, I'd be bleeding right now. You're so sharp. You cleaner than the board of health. That's a compliment. That's telling you about something that's in many cases on the outside or a particular trait. Compliment, not Compliment. We're going to English class tonight. Talking about Complement. Compliment means you're suitable. You fit me. You don't have to complete me, but you compliment because I bring something, you bring something, and like the pieces of the puzzle, we fit together. Why? Because we're better together. I don't want you to complete me. You're not the author and the finisher of me, of my faith. I don't want you to complete me. Only God does that. I'm not going to put the onus on you. That is God's responsibility. And too many times we make people little gods in our life. That's why they'll say to you, you ain't going to do no better than me. Why? Because they understand that you think that they complete you. Now you become subservient to them. Now you make yourself in a place to where you can easily be gaslit. You can easily fall prey to a narcissist. If you didn't see the past episodes, go and check them out. Say no to the narcissist. Turn off the gaslight. We just did part 1 and part 2 the last couple of days. Go check them out. Everything is a lead up, family. What is it to have a purpose partner, but you don't understand the whole aspect of narcissism? You don't understand the gaslight, psychological manipulation. We're not going to get too deep into that tonight. I've already done it. I didn't mean to start this hot this soon, but I'm coming in hot. Purpose is not rooted in a person. I need you to understand this. Because here's the thing. When purpose is rooted in a person, we stop looking at the pattern. You focus on the person. Have you seen the pattern? Purpose is rooted in who you are. Somebody type purpose tonight. Don't worry. We're going to get to the partnership, but let's break it down. Come on. We go deeper to go higher. We go deeper to go higher. Somebody type purpose tonight. So type purpose. You'll never truly know who you are until you know whose you are. You got to realize where your purpose derives from. Your royalty is aligned. It must be aligned with your destiny. It has to be aligned with your destiny if you're going to live, if you're going to think, if you're going to move, if you're going to bound on a greater frequency. Long as you have a pulse, you have a purpose. You got to understand this. What you have been through does not disqualify you. Listen, this is why it's so needed and so necessary and so important to be a part of the Eagles Academy. If you're tired of just surface stuff and you want depth, shout out to Kayla. Kayla just said, I just joined the Eagles Academy. Come on. If you want more than just surface, but you want depth, go right now, theeaglesacademy.com. You can become a member while I'm talking tonight. Want to grow your greatness, strategy, structure, solutions to soar into greater success and greater purpose. Go right now, theeaglesacademy.com. Come on, my Eagles. Where are my Eagles at? Drop some emoji Eagles in the chat. Oh, Samui, yes. Purpose not rooted on a person, but who you are. Brianna, yeah, purpose. Rachel G, you already know what it be. Purpose, purpose. Ruby, purpose. Come on, let's go. Lonnie, yeah, purpose, purpose. What you've been through does not disqualify you. What you've been through should not reduce you. Here's what it should do. It should produce something greater in you. Yeah. I was reading a book today. Gentleman was just dropping gems. He was saying, losers are going to lose simply because they believe already before they've lost that they won't get the W. They'll only get the L. Winners, when they lose, they understand that it's a teachable moment. I don't fail. I just found out what didn't work. I'm not disqualified. Many cases, I'm qualified because now I have a story to let somebody know I've come through this. You don't have to stay where it is that you are. What was meant to destroy me developed me. Are you listening to me tonight? It didn't destroy you. The last relationship didn't destroy you. The divorce didn't destroy you. The abuse didn't destroy you. The narcissism and the gaslighting didn't destroy you. It developed you. I know it was painful, but it's becoming purposeful in your life. There's a purpose through your process. Are you willing to endure the process enough to mature, to matriculate through your purpose? Right? Messages coming out despite the mess. Testimonies coming out of your test. And what you got to do is you got to realize that you're alive on purpose for a purpose simply because you have a dynamic purpose. Do you know what our problem is? We have to address the problem to find the solution. Do you know what the majority of people's problem is? Let's define it tonight. Let's get there. What our problem is, hear me, is we have confused an attachment with an assignment. Are you understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth? What you've been through doesn't define you or refines you. Do you hear me on this? Our problem is that we have confused an attachment with an assignment. Can I go there tonight? Somebody just type, let's go. Can I go there tonight? Let's go. Let's grow. What do I mean by we have confused an attachment with an assignment? Just because they look good doesn't mean it's God. You can look good to me, but not be any good for me. Just because it's a good idea doesn't mean it's a God idea. You don't want to hear me tonight. Just because they're attractive doesn't mean you're compatible. And more than compatibility, here's what it is. Do you compliment me with suitability? Why? You can be fine and still not mine. Here it is. Okay. You fine, but what else? Oh, all right. I done upset the equilibrium. See, it's cool when they say it. It's a problem when I say it. Make it make sense. We've conflated an attachment with an assignment. And now guess what? Because we've conflated an attachment with an assignment, we've juxtaposed the two. We've opposed ourselves because now we're not in alignment with our assignment. Can Can I be your spiritual mechanic tonight? Some of us need a wheel alignment. Hmm? Your equilibrium is off. No wonder you keep hitting emotional potholes and you keep going flat every time. You need an alignment. The vehicle, the car, the shape of the body looks amazing. But there are some internal difficulties that will cause you to crash into your past. Hmm? I got to get back in alignment. Why? Because my purpose is my assignment. The check engine light is on. You go keep on driving. Hmm? No, you don't need to go to the gas station right now. You need to go to the dealership. You don't need to go to Joe and Larry's auto shop up the street. Take it to the dealership. Hmm? I got to get back in alignment with my divine assignment and not just be so distracted to where I can't discern the difference between an assignment and an attachment. I'm working too hard too soon. African proverb, and I'm only a little bit a half hour in, going too hard too soon. African proverb suggests this. Two most important dates in your life are number one, the day that you were born, but secondly, the day you realize why you were born. Let me put that in reverse. Two most important dates in your life. Number one, the day that you were born. Secondly, the day you realize why you were born. Yeah. And I know we get happy about that. We celebrate our birthday, but like it was a national holiday. Some of us get turned up, but I won't even look at your screen name because I'll incriminate you. The day you're born is a celebration of life, but the day you were born is a realization that now you have to elevate in life. So here's what I have to have. I have to have an awakening internally. The awakening is that which is going to elevate my mind, my body, my spirit, my purpose, my emotions, my emotional intelligence, my maturity to bring unity internally. Fact that you were born, it's an event in a particular geographical location. Every human being has to be born in a particular location at a particular time, in a particular month, day, year, to a particular person, right? In juxtaposition with all that, now I have to not disregard the fact that there has to be a discovery. Not what, not when, not where, not just how, but why. Why you were born connects the spiritual and the psychological through the parameters of your mind. See, when you realize why you were born, now it gives you a greater concept on how you live your life. When you realize why you're born, now it gives you power to move into the magnanimity of your purpose. When you understand why you're born, it transitions you and it transposes you from just merely existing in life to now living on purpose for your life. And here's the thing that you got to realize. There are some people in your life that don't fit your purpose. There are some people whose only purpose in life, hear me, is to distract you from yours. How you like me now? I've literally grown to come into the awareness and the understanding that for some people, their only purpose in life is to distract you from fulfilling your purpose. Why? Because they don't know their purpose. A win for you is not a win for them too. Now you're acting brand new. Who do you think you are? You went to the same elementary school as I did. Is this not Joseph's boy? You grew up on 7 Mile, Mack and Bewick. I'm shouting out Detroit areas. Hmm? You from the east side, you from the west side, you from the hood. What in the world, why you think you can do something good? People will tell you what they don't want you to become simply because they don't have the courage to be who they were created to be. And here's what you can't do. You can't allow anybody to become an impediment to your success. You can't allow anybody to become an impediment to you being your best. You can't, here it is, even get in your own way either. Hmm? Sometimes it ain't always a hater. It's the person, it's the man or the woman who's in the mirror. Why? Because oftentimes the greatest enemy is the inner me. And here it is. If you're an enemy to yourself, you'll always choose enemies in your life. You'll always choose ops. You'll always choose people who oppose you. Sometimes we become our own worst enemy and we get in our own way. Well, I chose this person. They wasn't no good. That person was a fool. Only a fool gets fooled by a fool. Could it possibly be that you don't just attract who and what you want, but you attract who you are? Hello, somebody. Here it is. When you're focused, when you're resilient, when you're determined, you will eventually not be a liability, but you'll become an asset to yourself. And here's what you got to realize. In a world of ordinary people, we're just ordinary people. They say we don't know just what way to go. We should know what way to go. Why? Because I'm not just ordinary, I'm extraordinary. You got to realize that there's something extraordinary about you. You weren't created to try to fit in where you don't belong. You weren't created to be a people pleaser. Hmm? Here's where you are. You're at a prime avenue. You're at a prime boulevard. You're at a prime intersection in your life. You're at a prime location in your life. What is the intersection? What is the location that you're at? You're at the intersection of preparation and opportunity. That's where you're at. You're at the intersection of preparation and opportunity. Everything that you've been through has prepared you for the next level. Hear me. Nothing is wasted. Type that tonight. Just type that. Nothing is wasted. You're not a waste. The things that you learned from previous relationships are not a waste. The things that didn't transpire when you wanted them to transpire is not a waste. Nothing is wasted. Every experience that you have had in your life, when you put it in God's hands, now it becomes useful. You know why it felt like somebody used you? Because you were in the wrong hands. When you're in God's hands, guess what? Now you're of use. It depends whose hands you're in. Their hands, you were used. God's hands, you're of use. Their hands, you were abused. God's hands, you're being used for a purpose. Why? Because you have a dynamic and destined purpose. And here's what you can't do. You can't quantify your life based upon missteps and mistakes. Do you know what I realize? That in many cases, to be successful, to really bounce back from a setback, you have to have a short memory. Oh my goodness. Forgetting those things which are behind. You know why we remain behind? Because we can't forget what's behind. Mm-hmm. You keep trying to remember everything. You keep trying to put into your mental filing cabinet. Some things you just got to forget. Hmm? Stop allowing negative experiences to stop you. Don't allow your mistakes to minimize you. Here's what you got to do. You have to learn how to handle the negative positively. When I learn how to handle the negative positively, this is what I understand. Nothing is wasted. It becomes a testimony. It becomes a stepping stone. It becomes a building block. It becomes purposeful. Why? Because it's not just about what I go through, it's how I grow through what I go through. And so, what it is, purpose should compel you, purpose should propel you. What does it propel me to do? It propels me to persevere. Purpose is connected to mindset. Why? Simply because what you're thinking dictates where you're going. I need you to understand this. For you to get to the next level in your life, for you to soar on wings as an eagle, for you to lift your mindset to a greater level, here's one thing you got to realize. You have to realize that oftentimes the greatest impediment to our success is our own particular mindset. If you're thinking negative, that's exactly what the result's going to be. Think little of yourself, you're going to do little for yourself. Think much of yourself, you're going to do much for yourself. You have to replace procrastination and mental discombobulation with the aspect of determination. I will grow through what I go through. Got to press past the past. Got to press past the negative mindset, move into a place of positivity. Read something that's going to empower you. Listen to something that's going to encourage you. I suggest In the Mix at 6. Place yourself in an environment, in the company of people who inspire you to aspire higher. I suggest the Eagles Academy. If you're not a member, go ahead right now. TheEaglesAcademy.com. Go register, tap join now, become a member. Understand this each and every single day. Got to take the steps to lift your mind. Got to take the steps to heal. Got to take the steps to allow yourself to even move into a place of isolation. Isolation is not so much for the place of you just want to be a hermit, to where you just want to socially withdraw from other people. It's not to where in many cases now you become somebody who is inept, somebody who does not want to surround themselves with people. No, it's for you moving to a place of a destination that's greater than where it is that you are. Separation, isolation moves you into a greater place for revelation. for your elevation. And too many of us cannot allow ourselves the time and the place and the pace enough to be alone long enough. We believe that singleness is oftentimes a curse. When in many cases, I've told you before, whoever you are in your singleness will either lead to a marital bless or a marital mess. What are you doing to pour into you before you expect somebody else to pour into you? What are you doing to be comfortable being in your own company? If you don't enjoy your own company, what makes you think that I'm going to enjoy yours? Hmm? Many of us are not allowing ourselves the space and place to be alone long enough. Why? Because now we treat relationships, here it is, like the NBA. I'm a fan of the NBA. Not as much so these days. Now the NBA, National Basketball Association, has moved to the National Blowout Association. Too much offense, no defense at all. It's for another day. Here it is. In many cases, we treat relationships like we're in the NBA. We never assist ourselves. All we do, here it is, all we do is rebound. We shoot our shot, and all we do is rebound. Yeah. I mentioned it in my book, The Relationship Rules. Go get the book. If you don't have the book, I give you the analogy in my book, Relationship Rules, where I talk about relationships, in many cases, like the NBA, not the National Basketball Association. In many cases, it becomes the National Brokenness Association. We shoot our shot, and we don't stop. Now all we do is rebound. So guess what? As a result, we never listen to our heavenly coach. And then now all we deal with are just players. Assist yourself by allowing yourself to heal, to do the inner work, to look at the place of the trauma and the trial of where it is that you were at, the emotional intelligence that you need, the disposition that needs to be shaped, the attitude that now should not be a negative attitude, but now should shift you into a greater place of gratitude. To not saying that I'm needy, but I'm needed. That's a session that's going to come up in the next few days. Here it is. Next level living comes as a result of leaving your past in the past. Do you know why they're bringing up your past? Simply because they have no power over your future. But you have the power to change your future. But here it is. It's powerless if you continue to remain steeped in the past. In order to get out of the past, this is what I got to do. Got to let the hurt go. Got to let the victimization mindset go. I got to let the negative people go. I have to take the time to heal from the trauma. I have to get therapy. I have to connect with counselors and the multitude of counselors. There is safety. I have to take the time to separate, to elevate. I have to take the time to heal in order so that things can be revealed. I'll never be able to fight what I refuse to face. Listen, I'm talking tonight. I'm dropping wisdom. I need you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Come on, come on. Come on, particularly those on the YouTube side, my family on the YouTube side. Come on. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're talking about Purpose Partner tonight. Come on, come on. Don't just give me the thumbs up in the comment section. That's cool too, but I need you to hit the like button. I need you to comment. I need you to share. I need you to subscribe. Come on, don't hold out tonight. Don't hold out tonight. There's a blessing in being a blessing. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn. Let's get locked in. Share it with somebody. Share it with somebody. Share it with somebody. Share it with somebody. If you don't share, I'm going to stop sharing. Period. Put that on everything. If you don't share, I'm going to stop sharing. If you don't like, I'm going to stop. Yeah. I'm going to stop loading you up. Come on, this is a reciprocal thing here. Reciprocal. I have to take the time. I can't fight what I refuse to face. I can't heal from what I won't deal with. I can't address what I refuse to confess. Are you hearing me? So what do I got to do? I got to let the hurt go. Got to let the negativity go. I got to let the misconception of my mindset and of myself go. And here's the thing, a lot of us don't want to let the old us go because we're attached. What is hurtful is painful, but hear me, it's familiar. But oftentimes, familiarity breeds contempt. It's familiar to us, and what we could become, what we could have, seems to be a mirage. So here it is. I'll stay in the place that's familiar because I have a rapport with it, or I have a rapport with them, and I'm now skeptical of my future because it's just a mirage to me. I can't see beyond what I see. And as a result, since I can't see beyond what I see, I'll never transform my reality. I want you to get a picture of your future tonight. I want you to see beyond the pain. I want you to see beyond the past. I want you to see beyond the hurt. I want you to see beyond the damage. I want you to see beyond the narcissism. I want you to see beyond the gaslighting. I want you to see beyond the rage. I want you to see beyond the last page. I want you to see beyond the X to see what's coming next. Somebody type tonight from X to next. Do it now. Let's go. Come on. Somebody type from X to next. And hear me. I'm not just talking about them. I'm talking about you. Yeah. Not just talking about them. I'm talking about you. Ex-complainer, ex-thief, right? Because matter of fact, people stole from you. Now you steal from yourself. Ex-victim. Can't be next. You can't expect next if you don't become next. I'm moving from X to next. I'm moving from caterpillar to butterfly. This is my metamorphosis. This is my exodus. We put too much onus on other people to where we refuse to take accountability and responsibility for ourselves. I'm moving from X to next. My next is now, not next year. The tragedy is to be in the same place next year that you are this year. My next is now. Now is my time. Where I refuse to be powerless And now I activate the power that I have within. Learn from your past. Don't live in your past. Don't allow your past to imprison your future. The past is a prison, but your future is freedom. What I got to do? Got to blast past got to blast past the past. Got to recommit to the present. I got to plan for the future. Come on, make room. Bust out of that cocoon. Soar. Get out of the nest. Soar on wings as an eagle. Get out of the cocoon. This is your metamorphosis to move from caterpillar to butterfly. Not the time to break down. The time is now for you to break through. So what do I have to do? What do you have to do? What we got to do is that we got to release the past. Releasing the past causes us to rejoice in the present. When I release the past, I rejoice in the present, then I reach for the future. Release, rejoice, reach. Somebody just type that tonight. Come on, somebody just type that. Release, rejoice, reach. Stop holding on to people who have let you go. Stop holding on to the memory of people who meant you evil but didn't mean you any good. Stop rereading the divorce decree each and every single day. Stop rereading the thread and delete it. Stop checking a page every single day. Trying to see, did they move on without you? It'll be answered prayer if they do. Is this thing on? Stop allowing people and stop allowing situations to divide you from your destiny and subtract your success. Future is far greater than your past. And here's a question that I want to propose to you. Here's a question that I want to propose to you. Could it be that God has a great work for you to do locally or even globally before you connect with your spouse? Could it, let me say it again. Could it be that God has a great work for you to do locally or even globally before you connect with your spouse? What did I talk about? Boaz and Ruth. Boaz found Ruth in the field. Have you become an expert in your field of expertise? Y'all don't like me tonight. Are you blooming where you're planted? Boaz found Ruth in the field. Are you an expert in your field of expertise? I didn't say, are you average in your field? I didn't say, are you tying a knot at the end of your rope in your field? I didn't say, are you hanging by a thread in your field? I didn't say, are you lazy in your field? Are you procrastinating in your field? I didn't ask you, do you give a half effort in your field? Are you an expert in your field of expertise. Your field of expertise connects to your purpose. You're not worthless. You have a purpose. What is your particular field of expertise? And if you don't operate in that field of expertise, much less if you don't know that field of expertise, don't worry about the partner on purpose partner. Woo! Focus on the purpose before you focus on the partner. Why? Because you can never expect a purpose partner if you have not first partnered with your purpose. Am I making it make sense? I'm coming around the mountain. Here I come. We're so focused on partner that we negate purpose. But purpose becomes the launching pad for the partner. Partner is a byproduct of purpose. And here's the thing. When I ask you the question, could it be that God has a great work for you to do locally, much less even globally, before you connect to your purpose? What do I mean by that? You waiting to write the book until you get into marriage, much less the relationship, if not the engagement. When you need to be writing the book now. Matter of fact, if you need help writing your book, just go to theeaglesacademy.org, theeaglesacademy.com/store, accessidentity.org/author. Get the bestseller book blueprint. Show you how to go from manuscript to marketplace. The resources are here. Maybe your work is the vehicle that now you'll connect to your purpose partner. Maybe it is that you're supposed to start your business. 501c3, DBA, line of credit, I don't know. To where now you started, now to where once you are married, you're connecting with somebody who either is in your specific sphere of influence, maybe in your particular field of expertise, or they complement that particular field of expertise, to where now, here it is not so much of an uphill climb. Because not only did you climb, but he or she climbed. And now you can both meet each other at the top. And you're able to soar because you put the groundwork in by cultivating your field and developing a foundation in your singleness to where you're able to flourish with your purpose partner. How will you know if you don't harness your gift, if you don't stir up your gifts, if you don't get active, if you don't grow, if you don't go? I told you, a marriage is a merger. It's a ministry in the mirror as well. But how are you going to be able to merge together if you have nothing to merge? Because now, beyond a merger, you become a taker. Got to be in the right place, in the right position to make the connection with the right person. And here's what we have to understand. We have to realize and get to the place that we're gifted, we're mandated. What are we mandated and gifted to do? We're mandated and gifted to contribute our gifts to empower other people. Wherever you are planted, bloom there. You might be in Mississippi, bloom there. You may be in Detroit, bloom where you've been planted. You may be in Colorado and Texas and London and Saudi Arabia and South Africa or South Carolina or South Central LA, but bloom where you're planted day by day. Hmm? How do you do that? You have to nurture yourself. You have to develop. You have to enhance your gifts. You never miss out on anything. And I know a lot of us, we got FOMO, fear of missing out. You never miss out on anything when you're engaged in your purpose. The purpose speaks to what are you passionate about? The purpose speaks to what are you driven to do and to pursue? The purpose speaks to the fact that you are a solution to a problem. You have a solution that you can provide to the problems that you see in your community, that you see in your school, that you see in your government, that you see in your church. Doesn't mean that everything is in upheaval. It just means that now you operate in a particular niche. You're an expert in your particular field. You honed your craft, and now you can add a spoke to the wheel, or you can redo something. You can add to improve. You can multiply so that people don't minimize who it is that they are on their purpose. You got to begin to think critically in a chaotic world. Why? Because you have a remedy to a particular malady that so many people need answers to, but you possess the passion for the answer. Can't be a gift to me, can't be a gift to him, can't be a gift to her if you're not a gift to yourself. If I'm going to be a blessing to somebody else, I got to first be a blessing to me. I got to start where I am. Harvest is abundant, labor is a few. Gift that I have is going to make room for me. Right? So I got to develop that gift. I got to move into a place of a prominence in my craft. Prominence does not mean popularity. Prominence does not mean 1 million followers. Prominence does not mean that you get an award at a particular show. Prominence does not mean fame. Dr. King said every one of us can be great simply because greatness is about service. It's not about making your predicate agree. It's not about your pedigree. It's not even about your fame or your claim or your name. It's about what am I doing to serve other people? That's what I got to realize. That's what I have to recognize. And hear me. When I come from a place to where now I understand that relationships are about being in the service business. Yeah. It's about being in the service business. It's not so much about what can I get, it's about what can I give. I can't be afraid to do something different. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. What does it do? It just yields the same result. I have to lift my mind to the next level. I have to take the leap to move into the stratosphere of success. Why? Because this is all prior to partnership. If I don't understand how to partner with my purpose, I'll never be able to flourish with you. I'll be a detriment to you, no matter how good my intentions are. Why? Because I have not moved to the level of maturity interpersonally to where now we can flourish productively. Too many times we're saying, oh, it's not going to work, but we haven't even tried it. And then even when we do try it, we give up versus saying, let me try this again. We've gotten to that place because we've allowed people to cripple us. We've allowed people to reduce our big ideas. We've allowed people, in many cases, we've made people to be the CEO of our life, when in many cases, you're the CEO of your own life. You're the chief encouraging officer of your own life. Come on, somebody just type CEO tonight. Type CEO. I'm my own CEO. Since I'm my own CEO, I can now assess what my emotional budget is going to be. Now, since I'm my own CEO, I appraise my own value. I am the chief encouraging officer of my own life. Hmm? As the CEO, this is what I got to do. I got to decide who I'm going to hire. I got to decide who I'm going to fire. I got to decide who I'm going to promote. I got to decide who I'm going to demote. And here's the thing, we've allowed people to run our life, make themselves the CEO, and we become the employee. To where now people dictate to you about the life that you live. Hmm? Come on. Yeah. Got to decide who I'm going to hire, who I'm going to fire, who I'm going to demote, who I'm going to promote, so that I'm not crippled by limited, stinking thinkers. Your faith, here's what your faith is. Your faith is like a muscle. It strengthens when you stretch it. Got to leap. You have to stretch. You have to move to the next level. Why? Because there are three types of people in your life who you're going to encounter. Some of us are one of them. One is those who wait for it to happen. Secondly, those who let it happen. Thirdly, those who make it happen. Let me say it again. Those who wait for it to happen. I'm waiting for a hookup when I got to understand that I'm not looking for an opportunity. I am an opportunity. Hmm? If you miss me, you miss out on a whole good old opportunity. I'm not just looking for one. I am one. I'm not waiting for an opportunity to come my way. I'll create one, not just for myself. I'll create an opportunity for other people. Those who wait for it to happen, those who let it happen. The people who let it happen just have a doormat on their own life and they allow anybody to just step on them. They allow anybody to just walk all over them. Those who let it happen are like elevators whose buttons are pushed. Those who let it happen are like vehicles that have a push to start button. People walk all over you. People decide how high or low you go. They dictate the engine of your engine. Then there are those who have the tenacity to make it happen. This is the mindset. God and me are a majority. Listen, yeah, beyond the acronym, beyond the one word statement, I want you to type this sentence tonight. God and me are a majority. Come on now. God and me are a majority. When God and me are a majority, majority rules. God and me are a majority, which means I ain't got to be a gold digger. I'm a gold digger. I'm a go getter. I'm a goal getter. Which one are you? Are you waiting for it to happen? Are you letting it happen? Are you making it happen? Yeah, I'm a go getter. I'm a goal getter. I'm a goal digger. If no one gives you an opportunity, you got to use your gifts to create an opportunity for yourself. You got to go for it. Told you. What I tell you? What I tell all the sisters? You go, girl. What did Gina say back to Martin? You go, boy. Go. Grow. Can't give up on the dream. Can't give up on my purpose. Can't give up on my mindset. Because here's the thing. Now, a lot of times when we give up on our purpose, when we give up on our dream, when we stop seeing that we have value within, now we expect somebody to complete us. Because here it is. Now our value and our purpose, it becomes connected to a person. Are you hearing me tonight? And here it is. It will remain connected to a person if we're not connected in alignment with our purpose, and it'll remain connected to a person despite their pattern. Well, I can't believe you stayed in that toxic relationship those many years. How in the world could you do it? And now we judge them from the outside versus realizing that their purpose was in the person despite the pattern, which is why they succumb to the mental discombobulation, which is why they succumbed to the gaslighting and the narcissism and the abuse and the psychological manipulation and the misuse and the mistreatment. Because despite the pattern, they were not set in their purpose enough to differentiate the two. They thought that an attachment was an assignment. Got to live with purpose. Got to live for a purpose. Got to live and leap into your purpose simply because you have a dynamic purpose. Despite what you've been through, you got to internalize this fact. Got to speak over your life. I'm not worthless. I have purpose. That's what you got to realize. You got to be so confident in what God gave you that here it is. You're not running from what you should run with. Are you hearing me? And then here it is. You're not running with who you should run from. Are you understanding? Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth tonight? I know you may have watched Rush Hour, but I ain't trying to rush through this hour. I should not run from what I should run with. And then I should not run with who I should run from. Too many times, running with who we should never been running with in the first place. Who we should have ran from in the first place. But here it is. You so wrapped up, tied up, tangled up, attached, but you've never been assigned. Listen, you know it's bad when you running red lights, stopping on green ones. You know it's bad when a trauma bond is a green light, but a good person is a red one. Do you hear me? It's all gas, no brakes for the trauma bond, but you treating a green light like it's a stop sign? Confusion is a delusion. Got to realize the right one for you will be a teammate, not an opponent. Too many times we've been connected to too many ops. Oops is another op. The right one for you is going to be a tailor-made, suitable asset with the vision that God gave you. They'll be a teammate, not an opponent. They'll be in sync. They'll be in step. They'll be in lock and step. right? Because here it is. When I move, you move just like that. You're not going to have to drag the right one for you to be with you. They'll be able to move their feet on beat and in sync with where it is that you're going because you're going together. Who it is that you're becoming because you're able to become separately, but you're also able to become together. Right? What you got to do? Got to remain prayerful, got to remain careful, got to run your race with patience. Simply because the person who you should run with and not run from is going to be a running mate. Beyond just a good idea, this one's going to be a God idea. Right? Because here it is. They're going to be able to connect with you, the right one will, to finish the race as one, to becoming one. Here's what we got to realize. Where God guides, he provides. Hearts are connected. You're running hand in hand with your purpose partner towards the vision. Running in hand, lockstep, together, beyond just the vision, moves you into a place of provision. Listen, I know you can easily find a partner because you find you all that in a bag of Bibles, you all that in a skirt and scriptures, you the cat's meow, you're the dog's bow wow, you the most handsome man walking, you're the most beautiful woman that's ever laid their feet on God's green earth. You've been sun-kissed twice. I know it. Let me not keep on bragging on you. I know you can easily find a partner, but most importantly, you need a purpose partner. As I said before, purpose partner is a teammate, not an opponent. Here's the thing. They're an asset in love. Right? Why? Simply because they want to help you to fulfill the plan, the calling, the purpose, the gift that is on your life. They're not intimidated. Why? Because whoever you intimidate will be who you eliminate. And here's the thing. You know what? In many cases, sometimes grinds my gears. Yeah. You know what? In many cases, upsets the equilibrium in my mind oftentimes is the fact that we have become so inundated by the terminology power couple. I got a gripe tonight. Haven't said that in a couple of days. My gripe is with the terminology of power couple. Why in the world? Shouldn't that be just an amazing thing? He's with her, she's with him, getting awards together, stunting on social media together because they did an amazing photo shoot on Vogue magazine, just too in vogue with it. Creating courses together, writing books together, doing purpose together. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We have quantified all those things to mean power couple. But here's the thing. Many people want a love connection, oftentimes like their favorite celebrity, like their favorite social media relationships, like their favorite marriages. Why? Because you see the lights, you see the cameras, you see the wealth, you see the matching pajamas, you see the acclaim, you see the fame. But here's what you don't see. You truly don't see and know what goes on behind the scenes. Why? Because here's what we do. We fall in love with pageantry. We fall in love with imagery. But what is your personal strategy? Because now, in many cases, you quantified the value of your relationship, your engagement, your marriage based upon who's doing what with who. Hmm? All it is an ESPN highlight reel, but you don't know what goes on during practice. And in many cases, a lot of people just practice to perform. We fall in love with imagery. We fall in love with pageantry. But is there really a true strategy, not just for them, but for you? Because here it is. Sometimes the term power couple means power struggle. Do you hear me? And here it is. Beyond power couple, I need to be a purpose partner. Forget the lights, the fame, the acclaim. I want to be able to get along with. I want to be able to do life with. I want to be able to be in purpose with who is an assignment and not an attachment. Hmm? It's like one of them couples who you go into an event, you argue the whole time in the car, going almost fisticuffs. Windows are done fogged up because y'all argued so much. And it ain't even cold outside. Hmm? Then when you get out the door, park the car and get out the car. Hey, how y'all doing? Blessed and highly favored. Mm-hmm. You pulling your spouse close to you. They pulling you close to them and you pinching them on their side. Right? Because you have to put up a front to appear as a power couple. Here's the thing. Right person not going to punish you. The right person going to strengthen you. Right person going to empower you to walk in your purpose as your purpose partner. Here's what you can't do. You can't expect the person who hurt you to heal you. You can't expect to find healing in the same place from the same person who hurt you and dropped you. Oh, yeah. Listen, I know they hurt you. I know it hurts that they hurt you. I know they hurt you. I know it hurts that they hurt you. But here's what you got to realize healing is your responsibility. It seems so unfair, doesn't it? You mean tell me, Dr. Eddie, they hurt me? I'm hurt as a result of them hurting me, but healing is my responsibility. I don't like that. You can't heal from what you won't deal with. Forgiveness is your responsibility. Moving forward by any means necessary is your responsibility. Loving yourself through what you went through is your responsibility. Removing the victimization mindset out of your life is your responsibility. Why? Because love is not finding a person who is perfect, but someone who is worth it. And until I deal with the purpose portion, the purpose part of partner, I'll never be able to partner with a purpose partner if I have not first partnered with my purpose. Don't skip over the purpose to get to the partner. The partner The purpose is a prerequisite before the partner. The partner is a byproduct of the purpose. Let me say it again. Don't skip over the purpose in purpose partner just to get to the partner. Purpose is a prerequisite for partnership. Partnership is a byproduct of purpose. You don't have to be in the same industry with me to be in purpose with me. Oh, it's nice. But sometimes it's not about you just being in purpose with me based upon being in the industry. Fact is, do you support me? What is it to be with somebody who's in the same industry as me or you, and they see you as competition? But here's the thing. Are you both in purpose? Think about this. I wouldn't classify myself as a musician, but I know I play a few musical instruments. Maybe one day on In the Mix, you'll see me on a keyboard. What I do know, watching my grandmother play the organ and the piano, watching my mother play the organ and the piano, I realized that the piano and the organ are two totally different instruments. Have some similarities without a doubt. Piano and the organ, two different instruments. But here it is. When they're played together properly, it's not a cacophony. It creates harmony and unity. When a tenor and an alto and a soprano sing together on one accord, they shouldn't need auto-tune. Shouldn't just sound like a joyful noise. Make a joyful noise. Keyword noise. It should sound like some harmony and some unity. You don't have to do the same thing as me. But do you support me? Do they support you? If I'm going to receive a purpose partner, I got to know my purpose. Got to walk in that purpose. I got to execute my gifts. Got to understand that beyond just the title of purpose partner, I have to possess the nature of a purpose partner. What does that look like? Looks like love. It looks like compassion. It looks like commitment. It looks like character development. It looks like ambition. It looks like introspection. It looks like forgiveness. It looks like admitting when I'm wrong. It looks like taking accountability. It looks like taking constructive criticism. It looks like the desire to grow. Some relationships expire, marriages expire because somebody's growing and the other person is plateauing. And some people can't grow and build with you because they're intimidated by you. Beyond somebody looking good to you, question that you got to ask is, are they good for you? That's what you got to ask. Don't let what attracts you ultimately distract you from recognizing who values you. Got to let God lead you. Got to discern the difference between now and just somebody who you understand is you can build with later. Got to realize that your purpose partner, here it is, they'll bring peace, not pressure. They'll bring suitability, not anxiety. Let me say that again. Somebody just type purpose partner, type purpose partner, type purpose partner, attributes, qualities, traits, peace, not pressure, suitability, not anxiety, not just compatibility, but suitability, not anxiety, not just attractability, but suitability, not anxiety. Hmm? I gotta have that particular aspect in that particular time in my life. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to realize something. Do you realize that the paradigm is just totally shifted? What's going on around us the days, the world that we're living in now? Everything is being shifted. Everything has been being seemingly reshaped. From relationships to marriages to ministries to communities to organizations. We have to realize that the paradigm is, in many cases, shifted from industrialization to automation. What have we done? We've gone from brick and mortar to click and order. Let me say it again. We shifted from industrialization to automation. We shifted from brick and mortar to click and order. And what do we need as a result of it? We need strategy, we need structure, we need solutions. And what I love about it is that our Eagles Academy provides you with the requisite skills to not only survive but to thrive. Well, I don't know. Hear me. Keep doing what you've been doing, and I guarantee you'll keep getting what you've been getting. If you really want to level up, if you really want to see increase in your impact, your influence, your ideas, your income, come on over here. Experience transformative teaching, experience holistic transformation by joining our community. Go right now. Go right now to the eaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button. Become a member. Don't get left behind with the time. Methods may change, message still remains the same. If you don't develop and evolve, you won't be involved. I can't keep doing what I've been getting, looking for a different result. Results come with shifting, strategizing, organizing, mobilizing, growing your greatness, getting the resources so that you can be a resource in your specific field of expertise. Go right now. I want you to join us. There's some of you who are watching right now. Yes, on Facebook. Yes, on Instagram. Yes, on LinkedIn. Yes, on Twitter. Yes, on TikTok. Of course, on YouTube as well. You got to understand the times that we're living in. What do we have to do? We have to be next level thinkers. There's some of you who are watching right now. You can go and register right now. TheEaglesAcademy.com. Tap join now when you get there. Register. Become a member. Got to understand the times that we're living in. We have to be next level thinkers. We got to be imaginative. We have to be futurist. Right? We got to be futurist even. Or here's what will happen. We'll continue to get left behind. And here's the beauty of it. There are a lot of people who have been in these amazing in the mixed sessions. And as a result, they've latched a hold to it. They understand that my next is now. Now is what I have to do. Now is what I do need to do to be a part. Now I got to get the resources. Now I need the strategies. Now I need the structure. Now I need the systems. Now I need the solutions. Now I want you to go ahead and join theeaglesacademy.com. Our academy is growing extremely fast. It's growing extremely fast. You need to be a part of an eye-opening, forward-thinking, requisite skill teaching community where people understand that their network determines their net worth, with people from all forms of locations and all forms of from all around various locations, from all forms of industries, who are sharing best practices, things that are working, strategies that they're employing, and now they're seeing amazing, immense value that is coming to them as a result of it, growing in their business, growing in their relationships, growing in their purpose, growing in personal transformation, growing in healing, expansion of their ideas, their impact, their influence. It's time for you to grow your greatness too. Eagles hang with eagles. Matter of fact, they don't even hang, they soar. Let's soar into more. I'm going to show you how to become more so that you can get what you desire to have. As you register, you'll be a part of our amazing masterclasses. You'll be a part of our session. Join now. You don't want to miss my session tomorrow night. You don't want to miss it. But as you register, you have access to that. The skills, the solutions, the expansion, 24/7 access to every session that we've ever covered. Go ahead and get it. Make an investment in yourself. Be intentional with your investment. Make an investment in yourself. Even now, theeaglesacademy.com. Revolution not only be televised, it'll be digitized. Of course, we got other resources for you as well. I want you to go to, theeaglesacademy.com/store. There's 2 free resources that I have for you. One is the art of communication. You want to get that. Get the art of communication. Communication is about connection. As we have moved into a new space and place, especially where the world has shifted, you need those soft skills: writing, communication, connection, empathy, emotional intelligence. Beyond just brawn is about brain. It's about heart. EQ and IQ. You want to get the art of communication. You want to also get that free resource. Yes, the art of communication, but also the free resource. Download my ebook called More in 2024. How to become more, make it your most successful year yet. Got another resource for all of my authors who are out there as well, called the Bestseller Book Blueprint. You want to get that? accessidentity.org/author. You can also get it at eaglesacademy.com/store. You want to write your book? You want to turn your manuscript into something monumental, showing you how to shift from manuscript to marketplace, how to become an authority as an author, books that you already may have. No need of them sitting in the garage. No need of them sitting in the back of the trunk. They need to be in the hands of people. Let me show you how to market yourself to do that. After you write a book, people are generally going to ask you to talk about it. What are you saying that's connecting to people? You want to download my 4.5-hour digital training course where you can watch at your own leisure, called Successful Speaker Strategies. All the strategies that I've used to blaze a stage, conferences, community centers, schools, universities, where I've spoken to churches, where I've been on TV, here, there, everywhere. I'm showing you the strategies of what I've used to not only connect with my audience, to overcome the fear of stage fright, but also to how to be invited back. I'm getting emails, I'm getting phone calls every single day of, hey, we want you to come and speak here. Why? Because I've mastered my message at the microphone. Showing you how to do that. Let me sharpen your skill set to shine as a speaker. And so you can do it by saying to yourself, listen, on your mark, get set, go. Let's grow. Go right now. theeaglesacademy.com to become a member. theeaglesacademy.com/store to get all the resources that I mentioned, as well to even isolate the two. You can go to accessidentity.org/author, accessidentity.org/speaker for the bestseller book blueprint, as well as the successful speaker strategies. Did somebody get something from this tonight? Did somebody get something from this at all? Listen, I have more to share. And so I got to go into part 2. Now, got to do part 2 of Purpose Partner. Yeah, got to do part 2 of Purpose Partner. And we'll make that happen tomorrow. We'll see where it goes after that. I don't know. I got so much to share and to say on Purpose Partner. We'll see. But we got to do part 2. Out of time. But y'all know I'm not out of truth. But of course, thank you for the love. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining me for the mix at 6. And you know we do this Monday through Friday, each and every single day, each week, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in the mix at 6. Right here on the digital airwaves of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, and of course on YouTube. Listen, especially those of you, my family on YouTube, make sure that you hit the like button. Come on, hit the like button. Comment. Yes. Share. Subscribe. Come on. Hit the like button tonight. Hit the like button if I said something that connected with you at all. And I know I did. And so I need all of you to hit the like button. And of course, subscribe as well. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Follow me on all the social sites at EddieConnorJr. Put some respect on my name now. EddieConnorJr. And you know, if I can help you or serve you in any way, reach out to me. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. It's been fun, y'all, but I got to run. As always, it's great to talk to amazing people like you. Remember, once you remember this, keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, and brighter. Peace and love. Let's keep soaring higher.